Hello everybody, this is Craig C. White with HighTimeToAwake.com. Today I want to talk to you about ISIS leader al-Baghdadi's recorded message to his remaining troops, his remaining ISIS troops around the world. About a week ago, al-Baghdadi, which is the leader of ISIS, recorded a message, a 46-minute long message to his ISIS troops, telling them to keep fighting, and especially telling them to cause terrorist attacks or carry out terrorist attacks in the West. He said, don't let the Westerners enjoy their lives while your ISIS brothers are suffering and dying in war in Syria and Iraq. So al-Baghdadi told every ISIS cell and sympathizer to attack the West, okay? And since he did that, there have been several attacks in France, Canada, and in the United States, with the Las Vegas shooting just a few days ago, which was just a horrible thing. So al-Baghdadi told his ISIS troops, all remaining troops, to attack the West, and they are. There's the first thing I want you to take from that is that we should be alert to the possibility of more attacks in the near future, because the word has been given, and I think there's going to be some ISIS cells and sympathizers that are responding. ISIS took credit for the attack in Las Vegas. They said that the shooter had just converted to Islam 4 months ago, and that he was responding to al-Baghdadi's call to arms for ISIS. And there's some reason to believe that, because ISIS typically doesn't take credit for just every attack. They usually take credit for things that they have actually been responsible for. So it could very well be that the Las Vegas shooter was acting in direct response to al-Baghdadi's recorded message. It makes a lot of sense. That's the kind of attack that he orchestrated. And I'm a Bible prophecy teacher, and al-Baghdadi's recorded message to ISIS, I believe, is mentioned in the Bible. It's in Nahum chapter 2, verse 5. The book of Nahum is all about the destruction and flooding of the city of Nineveh in northern Nineveh is Mosul in northern Iraq today, and Mosul is where al-Baghdadi and ISIS are from. That's their hometown and headquarters. That was al-Baghdadi's home before there ever was an ISIS. Al-Baghdadi was the head of Al-Qaeda in northern Iraq, and then decided that he wanted his own special brand of Al-Qaeda and formed ISIS. So ISIS is just another name for Al-Qaeda from northern Iraq. So the book of Nahum is about the city of Mosul. The city of Mosul today, or the city of Nineveh, I should say, the ancient city of Nineveh. The ancient city of Nineveh today is called Mosul. So Nahum is also about Mosul. And the events of Nahum happened in 612 BC, namely the city of Nineveh was flooded by the Tigris River. After that, the Babylonians, Medes, Persians ransacked the city for 2 months until there was nothing left of the city. It was just flattened. And the ruins of Nineveh are still located in the center of Mosul today. So Nahum, the book of Nahum and Nahum's prophecies were fulfilled in 612 BC when Nineveh flooded. And I think that the book of Nahum also applies to Mosul today. There are several prophecies in Nahum that happened in 612 BC, but have also happened today, have already happened and are happening in Mosul. And the latest one being that Nahum says that the leader of the Mosul forces will address his troops, and then the gates of the river will be opened and the palace will be dissolved. So that's talking about the flooding of Mosul. And in Nahum chapter 2 verse 5, it talks about the leader of the Mosul troops, or the leader of the ISIS troops, Al-Baghdadi, will recognize or mention his gallant men, and then the gates of the river shall be opened and the palace shall be dissolved. So Al-Baghdadi just did formally address the remaining ISIS troops. So we should, I think, because it's mentioned in the Bible, I think we should understand that this is a significant event, which makes me believe that maybe we'll see even more attacks until people are really alerted to the fact that this is Al-Baghdadi and ISIS actions. And this is mentioned in the Bible in association with the flooding of Mosul. These are end-time events that we can watch happening. I've been warning people about looking for this message, for al-Baghdadi's message, for 2 or 3 years now. And there's been a lot of reports that he was dead. I'm like, nope, I don't think so. We're gonna hear from him. This is a significant part of the puzzle. It happens just before the flooding of Mosul. So the book of Nahum lists many events that have happened already in Mosul and are happening. Go to my website, hightimetoawake.com. I've written many articles about this and many books. So go to my website. You can check out my commentaries. You can check out my books. They're all on Amazon. Nahum isn't just about the flooding of Mosul. It also mentions Jesus Christ coming and fighting against, it really mentions places, it doesn't mention people so much, but he fights in the Golan Heights and in Mosul. So the book of Nahum could very easily include the second coming, or not the second coming, but the coming of Jesus Christ for his church in the air, and while he's in the air, going past the Golan Heights, going into Mosul or past Mosul, and causing trouble. It basically talks about a fiery heat on these places. So, and in the Golan Heights, I'm expecting to see, because the Bible tells us, I'm expecting to see Turkey leading the forces that are fighting in Syria into the Golan Heights. That's, I think, going to happen after Turkey destroys Damascus, and they're getting closer. So anyway, the book of Nahum is about the fall of Mosul, the fall of ISIS in Mosul, the flooding of Mosul, the ISIS leader giving this address, and it also mentions that Jesus Christ coming in the air. So all these events could very easily be tied together to the end of the age of the church, the beginning of the tribulation, and the coming of Jesus Christ for his church. So pay attention. Go to my website, read my books, read my commentaries, and be alert to the possibility of upcoming further terrorist attacks. Just be alert. The ISIS people have been given the command to go out and cause trouble, because ISIS in Syria and Iraq are almost at their end. So they want to have a last-ditch effort to go out and cause trouble. So take that seriously and keep your eyes open and think. Okay? This is Craig C. White with hightimetoawake.com. Go to my website, check out my commentaries, read my books. This is serious business, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.